What's up, gamers? What's going on, man? Power to the Xbox gamers. What's up, everybody out there? Hope you guys are having a good rest of the week. You know what I mean? Weekend's coming up. You know what I mean? I had a great week playing a lot of great games. Bought a lot of great games during the sale on the Xbox store. You know what I'm saying? Just some all around fun, man, right now. Very happy what's going on in the Xbox community and in the news lately. But this video today is about a system, okay, that hardly, in my opinion, gets any review on. You know, like a smaller YouTuber like me. And you guys know I collect for different systems. You know, I collect for the Genesis. But there was various models of the Genesis, and I have them all. I have them all. I even have something called the Sega Pico. A lot of people forgot about the Sega Pico. It was more directed towards children, and I found this system at a Goodwill, the Sega Pico, but we're not looking at that today. We'll do a video on that later on. But the system we're going to talk about today, and a few games, Genesis games I want to talk about today, you don't really see much in them from the videos I've watched, honestly. But the system we're going to talk about today is a great little system that the Sega Genesis had brought out. It was one of the last models. Kind of hard to actually get today out there in the wild. Now, you can always probably go online and find this system, but I doubt if it's going to be cheap. But it's considered a rare model for the Genesis family, okay? And that is called, the Sega Genesis 3. This is the Model 3 Sega Genesis. Check that out. Pretty sweet. You know what I'm saying? The way that it's made is pretty awesome, man. It has a really cool, just a really cool form of the way they made the Genesis Model 3. You know what I'm saying? A very cool looking system, little small system. This system is actually small enough, you could probably put it in your coat pocket. But it is a very awesome system, guys. The Model 3, introducing the Sega Genesis Model 3, man, is awesome. And I found this back in the Sega Saturn days. I found this at Babbage's back then for $40 with all the accessories. And I like this little system. This is a little system that can be on the go. I know there's different stuff you can play today that has Genesis games on it, but it is really compact and nice to really take if you want to take a vintage system on the go, like on vacation or something, or take it over to one of your friends' house and show them the Model 3. You know what I mean? And it has an on and off button, a reset. Reset is right here, right? And the on and off button kind of looks like a futuristic race car, like hover race car. You know what I mean? Kind of looks pretty good, right? That's pretty awesome. You know what I'm saying? On the side here, it has where you can put the A and V cables and the adapter. It's just a little small port right there. And then on the front, one or two players where you put the controllers in, man. But the Model 3 is a really just unique and sleek Genesis system. It has went up in price, but it is the smallest Genesis besides the handheld that I own, right? Which is the Sega Nomad. Like I said, I have them all. The Sega Nomad is very expensive today. You know what I mean? And if you're lucky, you can find one that has a really good screen that's working. But the Sega Genesis Model 3 was a pretty cool thing. I like the way they did the Genesis writing with the 3, and it kind of looks like the 3 off of Streets of Rage 3 if you look at the cover of Streets of Rage 3. You know what I mean? On the Sega Genesis. But this is awesome, man. Now, you can't play your 32X in here. You can't hook it up to the Sega CD, okay? But it's a really awesome portable Sega Genesis, man. And it's just, I like the way that they made it, man. It's cool. You know what I mean? Very, futuristic for back in those days. You know what I'm saying? A really rad system, like some people would say. You know what I mean? Like a state-of-the-art Genesis for those days. You know what I mean? But it is really cool in the way that they made it. Kind of, also if you use your imagination, kind of looks like a hood of a car. You know what I'm saying right here? Kind of looks like a hood of a car. And it has Sega Genesis 3 on there. But it's really cool. You just, you can put the tapes. The tapes fit in there pretty good. Now, this is a game I'm going to showcase for you guys. I'm not going to show that. But you can actually just put the tape in like that. And there you go. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty awesome. You can use your Game Genie in this. You know what I mean? You could probably use your Sega Genesis Game Genie in there. I have that too. But that's what the inside looks like. The teeth, if you see in there, very well. I take care of my stuff very well. You know what I mean? The doors are not loose or anything like that. And when I got the Model 3, it actually came with, I'll show you that in a minute. Let me put this back in here, and then I'll show you what that game is. But it came with, OG Sega Genesis pad, guys. Some of you youngins out there, you haven't probably seen an original OG Genesis controller. Not the ones you can buy now from Retrobit or any of them people, because it's, fake and hollow. It's not, it doesn't have no like good quality to it. Now, I'm not really getting on those guys. Hats off to them for wanting to preserve retro. But this is the original Genesis controller right here, with the 3 buttons before they made the 6 buttons, which is the best controller for the Sega Genesis, in my opinion. But that is the original Model 1 Sega Genesis controller. And mind you, I have a lot of these. The thing that Sega, man, when I go out, right, and I go game hunting, if I don't find any games, if I find controllers or anything like that, or like stuff that pertain to gaming, like the power packs, the A&V cables, I buy them, because you never know. You might find a Genesis or whatever, and you already have the pieces for it. And mind you, when I was collecting for that, buying it at the flea market, they were dirt cheap, $1.50, because people just wanted to get rid of it. You know what I mean? Now, the next one we got here, this is the Model 2 Sega Genesis right here. The Model 2 controller, I would say, with the 6 buttons. You know what I mean? And that's also pretty cool. You know what I mean? With the 6 buttons, it's unique, sleek, very good in your hands. This was really good for playing Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. But that also came with it. So they gave me an original controller, and they gave me a 6-button controller. So, yeah, and that's pretty cool, right? It's pretty sleek, pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's starting to adapt into the Xbox controller. You dig? You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, and it also came with the power packs, the power cord. I can show you that real quick. Power pack, power cord. This is power pack. This is the A&V cable that came with it. All that for, I think I told you guys, $40, and that was way back. You know what I mean? And when I got it at the store, I think it was Electronics Boutique or Babbage's. It was one of them. You know what I mean? So I wanted to just talk about a few awesome games on the Sega Genesis. These games are complete in its shell boxing and with booklet. And the first one we're going to get into was by Konami. This has went up in price if you want to buy the tape. And if you want to buy complete, good luck. It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. This was a great game for your Sega Genesis, man. This is an awesome game to own. This is complete with the book and the game in perfect condition. You know what I mean? And I used to have hours of fun with my friend, Brian and Guy. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes I used to hang out with back in the day. And we used to play this a lot, man. This is a great game, guys. You know what I'm saying? If you get a Sega Genesis, that's a great game to own for it if you're into fighters. And that was by Konami, and they did a great job on that, actually. They did a really good job on that. Now, the next game is an arcade classic, and I used to actually play this game in the arcades. This is complete in its box with booklet and everything. It is expensive right now, and it is called, if you guys remember, it is called Time Killers. This was another great game, a really great, awesome classic. You know what I mean? This was a good classic back in the day that I used to play in the arcades. It was a really awesome, gruesome, like, where you can hack off their limbs. I believe this might have been, if I'm correct, before Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? And it is complete in its entirety in the box with the game and the booklet. But this I used to play this a lot in the arcades, man. You know what I mean? There was a little diner where I used to hang out at, right? And they had, to the left, they had this cabinet, and they had Street Fighter. And when people were playing Street Fighter, I played this game. But this is an awesome game, guys. You know what I mean? Now, it's not going to be a direct port. Some people didn't like the game, but I like the game. You know what I mean? But it is a great game. Really good art that they did for this game. Really good art that they did for this game for the Sega Genesis in detail, man. It's just awesome game. And like I said, if you can find it, guys, for a good price, pick it up. You might like it, man. Now, another game we got here real quick. We got a few. We don't have a lot. We have a few. This is a great game, too. I've played this game. I never beat it, though. I need to go back and beat some of my Genesis games. I have so many games on all my systems, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't beat every single one. I have a lot of games. I never even really sat down and counted all the games I have for each system. It's way over 1,000. You know what I mean? Way over 1,000. Maybe 2,000, 3. It's a lot. It's up there. You know what I mean? But this game here for the Sega Genesis is called Ranger X. This is another great game for the Sega Genesis, guys, called Ranger X. It would be nice to see if a game like this could come to the Xbox One, you know, a newer game version of this. That would really be cool if they can bring us to the Xbox family, man. And this is complete in box, crispy clean. You know what I mean? I take very good care of my games, man. You know what I mean? And it is a really awesome game. And I think some people back in the day didn't really give this game a chance. But actually, Ranger X is it's actually pretty good. It's not a bad game. Not a bad game. Another one we got here. It is up in price, another one, but it is a great game. You know what I mean? It is complete in its box. You know what I'm saying? And this is called, this here is called Megaterra, or Megaterra, some people may say, and it's by Data East. It's another great game for the Sega Genesis. Very good artwork on some of these Genesis games. They did a really good job with the artwork on here. I would like to get some of this stuff on a t-shirt, actually. You know what I mean? And this is complete in its box. You know what I mean? Complete. And, there's my little goodie in here. Sometimes I don't check for this stuff all the time, but let's look at this real quick. Let's look at it real quick. There's actually a poster in there. Check that out. It has Batman on the front of it. Batman for the Genesis. On the back, it gives you details about the original Model Sega CD. I also own that. I have that put up. I use my Model 2 Sega CD. And it comes out into a poster. So let's take a quick look at this. See what we got. See what it is. Maybe it is Batman. Let's see what it is. It might just be a poster of the games that are coming out. Sometimes they'll give you a poster. Let's just check it out here. Oh, actually, it's a poster of Sonic 2. Check that out. They don't do stuff like this anymore. It's a poster of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, man. Pretty cool. A lot of my Sega Genesis games still have posters in them, and they're different. You know what I mean? Sometimes if you can get them that way. And then on the back, it shows you the Sega Genesis and all the various games. It shows you the Game Gear down the bottom. It shows you a stick for flight simulator games. and the Sega CD again that was on the back. But it shows you different types of games that were coming out for the Sega Genesis right there. You know what I mean? So it's really awesome to go back in nostalgia days and look at some of this stuff, man. If you own it, you know, I do that sometimes. I go back and check out a lot of my stuff that I have in there. You know what I mean? And it's really awesome to find these games with everything in there, because sometimes today it's just hard to get this. You know, most of the time you have to get the tape, and they don't have the case and manual. You know what I mean? Now, another game we got here, guys. Uh-oh. You guys are not going to believe this, man. Some people are going to have a heart attack over this, man. They're not going to believe it. Spider-Man! Sega Man, you don't like Spider-Man. You don't even like the PlayStation. I own a lot of Spider-Man games. This is a Spider-Man game that was on the Sega Genesis. This is complete in its box, and it is a really good game. So don't ever come to my channel telling me I hate Spider-Man, because I own a lot of Spider-Man games for my systems, okay? I don't hate Spider-Man. Games are okay, and I've played them. And this one here is complete in its box. And this is a great Spider-Man game by Acclaim for the Sega Genesis. This is an awesome game. And I believe some of these games have went up in price. But it is a great game to own for your Sega Genesis. Even if you just find the cartridge, it's still a good game to own. Now, another one we got here, which is a special one, right? Oh my God. It's another Spider-Man game, Sega Man. It is Maximum Carnage. Another great game to own for the Sega Genesis. And what was really cool about this game, right? Let's take a look. Which is awesome. It's a red cover. It's a red shell. This is a legit shell. It's a red shell for Maximum Carnage for the Sega Genesis. Highly collectible right now. Highly collectible. And I believe this has went up in price. It has great graphics. Show you the back. The graphics they did for Maximum Carnage, because of my lighting, it's not going to be that great. But it was pretty good back in the day. And it's still fun to go back and play these games. It really is. Now, after this, we got 2 more left, and that'll be it. All right. Now, this game here is called Viewpoint. This was a good game by Sammy. It's like a shoot 'em. It's like a shoot 'em. It's a shmup game, right? But kind of like in a Zaxxon. If you guys know what Zaxxon is, I have it for my ColecoVision. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a Zaxxon, where you're a ship that moves, hovers, and you shoot the enemies going forward. You know what I mean? But this is called Viewpoint. It is a good game. It is complete in its box. You know what I mean? These are great games to pick up. You could probably find this cheaper. You know what I mean? I don't know about with the case, but you can probably find it for like $10 just the tape. You know what I mean? But it's a really cool game if you're into games like that. Like I said, it reminds you of Zaxxon. And here's the back of it real quick. It was made by Sammy. You know what I mean? But Viewpoint was a really good game. I still enjoy this game today. It was an awesome game. Awesome game. Now, these 2 games we have left, I'm going to show you both of them at the same time, okay? These 2 games I have left are very enjoyable on the Sega Genesis, and they're very expensive right now, even in its tape form. And these are complete in the box, okay? And these were great, awesome pinball games for the Sega Genesis, and it's made by Tangent. I think it's Tangent. And both of them is Dragon's Revenge, right? And Dragon's Fury, complete in its box. These are great games to own for your Sega Genesis, man. And they're very expensive right now. You know what I mean? They're very expensive. These were very popular back in the day and still popular to collect for. These are 2 great pinball games that you can own for your Sega Genesis. They are expensive. You know what I mean? They are expensive. If you can find them, hats off to you. You know what I mean? But they are expensive. Dragon's Fury, right here, complete in its box. My favorite. You know, Dragon's Revenge is good too, but this is my favorite out of that. They're both good. They're both very, very good. You know what I mean? But they're expensive. And these are the last 2 games I have that I just wanted to show. I don't really see too much on these games. You can probably research and find somebody that has done something on it. but I haven't done anything on it. So I just wanted to do a video today, guys, in introducing you to the the Sega Genesis Model 3, guys. If you can find it out in the wild, pick it up. You know what I mean? It's a great system to own if you want to become a Genesis collector like myself or a Sega collector like myself. It is a great system to own. You're better off trying to find this maybe at a Goodwill or a flea market. You might have a better chance at the flea market, but if you go online, they're probably a little bit expensive right now. But if it's worth it to you and you want to really be a true collector of Sega Genesis, you'll have to add this to the Sega Genesis family, guys. You know what I mean? So that's all I got for you today, guys. Come and check us out Sunday nights on the Exile podcast at 8 p.m. with my Exile brothers. E-Rock, the Don King of Xbox, Hebot, myself, Unlimited One Productions, and Tuckmaster at 8 p.m. Sunday nights. And also check out my main man, my brother, 100, keeping it a buck. Don't give to. Saturday nights at 11:30 p.m. with Xbox Has No Games with my brother Flip Money, Chaos, Livewire, you know what I'm saying? Punisher, all those good brothers on there. Check them out if you're up. 11:30 p.m. Saturday nights. And then check out Hebot's channel. He does a lot of great collection of called Toys in My Closet. A lot of action figures and things like that. He does a fantastic job, guys. Please check Hebot out. You know what I mean? He also does really good gaming knowledge and talking about gaming on his channel. You know what I mean? And he knows what he's talking about when it comes to gaming. So check Hebot out. He's a good guy. Don't listen to what other people tell you out here on YouTube or the internet about Hebot. I've known Hebot for a long time. He's a good guy. And he's really worth listening to because he has a lot of knowledge when it comes to gaming. So check him out, man, on his channel, Hebot. You know what I mean? And I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good rest of the week. Enjoy gaming, guys. You know what I mean? And be safe out there, all right? And always remember, Xbox for life. We don't die. We multiply. Peace. You know how it goes, guys. Wear your damn mask. Later.